Our tale begins with a Malaysian girl, absolutely surrounded by books. She reads constantly, soaking up every story she can find. And today, she's going to share one with us. The incredible story of Cat Morris. Picture this. Morris is chatting with a group of villagers, and they are utterly fed up. Their village is infested. They angrily insist to Morris, "You have to get rid of these rats." Morris, being a pragmatic cat, shakes his head. "There are simply too many for me," he explains, "but I do know someone who can do it." That person was Geet, a piper whose music held a strange, powerful control over rats. Sure enough, as Geet walks through the village playing his pipe, the villagers gasp in amazement. Every single rat is following him, completely under his spell. Geet leads them all the way to the river. He stops at the edge, but the rats, still utterly compelled by his pipe, tumble right into the water. The villagers are ecstatic. They shower Geet with money, grateful that their rat problem is finally solved. But wait. The scene shifts, and we see something unexpected. All those rats are crawling out of the water on the other side of the canal. And who comes running to meet them? Geet. A few moments later, Cat Morris shows up too. That's right, they were all in it together. It was a complete scam, an elaborate piece of theater to earn quick cash. Geet would bring in some rats, let them cause chaos, and then, heroically, lead them away for a hefty fee. As they sit counting their ill-gotten gains, one of the rats steps forward, his voice heavy with guilt. "Morris," he says, "we're doing something wrong. We shouldn't be tricking people like this." He proposes a better idea. "We should find an island, a place where all of us can live together in peace." Morris nods, pretending to be deep in thought. "Yes, I know that island," he lies smoothly. "I've even talked to my friends about it. The problem is, we need boats to get there, and that means we need money. You all have to keep working until we can buy those boats." The truth was, Morris knew nothing about any island. He just wanted to keep the group working together. After a lot of back and forth, the rats reluctantly agree to Morris's new plan and head off toward their next destination. Meanwhile, back in Malaysia, the girl closes her book for a moment, a knowing look on her face. Morris is fooling them, she warns us, and a much bigger problem is waiting just around the corner. The scene shifts again, taking us to the mayor of a distant city. The mayor is happily handing a reward to 2 rat catchers for their excellent work. Yet, he's still worried. "There are no rats," he says, "but our town's food is disappearing at an alarming rate." Just then, the boss man, the town leader, storms in, slamming his hand on the table. "It's not our job to catch food thieves." At that exact moment, Morris's rats are scurrying through the tunnels, arriving beneath this very town. When they surface, they're confused. There are no signs of other rats here. Their leader warns them to be careful, but they ignore him, settling down to rest. Morris and Geet soon arrive through the town gates, equally puzzled by the lack of people. Morris starts sniffing the air and leads Geet to a room where they find Malaysia. "I've read so many stories," she explains. "I believe anything is possible in this world." She was far wiser than they thought. "I know everything about your scam with the rats," she tells them. "But don't worry, I won't tell anyone." Then she reveals her own dilemma. "I'm the mayor's daughter, and our town's food is vanishing. I want to know the story behind it. Will you help us? I want them brought to me immediately." The boss man's men act fast. The moment Morris's rats are resting, a massive set of traps springs up around them. They don't recognize the danger in time, and their leader is caught. Meanwhile, Malaysia had led Morris and Geet to the rat catcher's shop because she suspected them. While secretly investigating, Malaysia accidentally opens a secret door. Geet slips through and finds himself in a vast subterranean area. Morris and Malaysia follow, and they are stunned. This enormous underground space is piled high with stolen food. Malaysia immediately connects the dots, the food is disappearing, and the boss man is behind it. But why? Morris suddenly hears the frantic squeaking of his friends. Rushing ahead, he finds all the rats trying to pull their trapped leader out. They succeed, but before they can celebrate, the rat catchers arrive, attacking them. They quickly capture everyone. Malaysia, Geet, and all the rats, except for Morris, who manages to escape in the chaos. Morris, ever loyal, soon returns and helps free Malaysia, Geet, and the rats. Everyone is overjoyed. The rats, excited to meet their new ally, ask Malaysia about the island, the one where they can all live together. Malaysia, her voice gentle but firm, tells them the painful truth. The island isn't real. It's just a story. Morris's lie is exposed, and the rats are furious. "I didn't deceive you," Morris pleads. "I only lied because I wanted us to stay together forever." His sincerity wins them over, and they reconcile. But for one rat, a female, the heartbreak is too much. She runs off crying, and her husband chases after her. Morris and Geet soon realize they are now 2 rats short. Malaysia, determined to get answers, goes to the captured rat catchers. She holds up a bottle of poison and says, "Tell me the truth about my missing companions before you die. I've mixed this poison into your food." Her husband, who was following her, is horrified. Under the threat of death, the rat catchers confess to Malaysia and Geet. The boss man isn't just catching rats, he's planning something enormous, a big threat, and the key to it all is hidden in the jungle. Meanwhile, Morris, showing a moment of weakness, tries to run off with their money. In the jungle, Geet and Malaysia sneak up on a small house. A man lives there, and he has a pipe that can control all animals. Back in the town, the boss man is facing the male rat, the one who saw his wife vanish. The boss man tries to convince him to join his side, but the rat refuses. "I work for Morris," he says. "Show me my wife." The boss man pulls the female rat unharmed from inside his coat, but he keeps her captive. Just then, Morris arrives. He snatches the 2 captive rats and sprints away, meeting up with the rest of his crew. In the jungle, Malaysia and Geet try to steal the man's pipe. Geet grabs it, but the man wakes up and quickly knocks Geet out. When Geet comes to, Malaysia is fighting the man, but it's no use. He easily defeats them, takes back his pipe, and starts to hypnotize them, putting them under his control. But before he can do any real harm, a robotic rat that Malaysia carries scrambles into the man's trousers and gives him a nasty bite, breaking his concentration and freeing them. They run back toward town. Morris, meanwhile, realizes the town is too dangerous and is leading his rats away. That's when he sees it. The boss man is using a strange force to pull all the mice in the world toward him, and Morris's companions are starting to be pulled in. Morris yells, and he bravely runs back toward the jungle. He meets Geet and Malaysia, tells them everything, and they rush to face the boss man. Geet is determined to use the stolen pipe to control the boss man, but he can't play it right. The boss man hits Malaysia, knocking her unconscious. Then, something strange happens. Geet's imperfect piping starts to draw all the mice toward him. As they are pulled in, he starts to grow, becoming monstrous. Just as he starts to lose control, Malaysia, who is now stirring, calls out, "You have the courage. You can fix this. Keep playing the pipe." Geet plays the pipe with all his heart, and this time, it works. All the mice are pulled out of the boss man, and he starts to crumble and break apart. What they finally see shocks everyone. Holding hands, mouths clamped together, were several mice. In their center, a glowing blue, magical object pulsed like a heart. This was the source of the control. This was the magical thing that all the mice together had become, the boss man. The magical blue heart was so powerful that it made people weep just by looking at it. But the brave male rat, who had lost his wife, was immune. He lunges at the magical thing, trying to break it, but his attack has no effect. Instead, the magical heart strikes him dead. Seeing his friend die ignites a furious courage in Morris. He breaks free from the magical pull and throws himself at the blue heart, shattering it. Morris had saved them, but he had lost his life. His soul drifted to the angel of death, who calmly informed him, "Out of your 9 lives, 4 are gone. You have 5 left." He asks the angel of death for an impossible favor. "Take 2 of my remaining lives, but please bring back my 7 mice." They have become a team, bound by a shared adventure. And with that, we see Malaysia, the girl with the books, gently closing the book. The story she had been telling, the one she started with, Cat Morris, was actually her own story, one she was a part of. And with this happy ending, the movie ends.